Here, Missouri is here. Melissa is here. Wonderful. Okay, I'm very excited. I really like making these. It's just been a lot of fun. They're really cute. So I can't wait to show you. Today we are going to make it. So remember, when I started, I tried putting the fabric, right sides together and then turning it. And even though it like looks good, you guys wouldn't be happy with this because my stitching that isn't supposed to show is showing right there. You would hate it. Yeah, like they're saying, Gloria, you're being too picky. I know you would be too picky about that. So that was just too hard. I think when I put the fancy fill in, it shrunk the fabric. And then when I went to put the lining on, the lining wasn't shrunk. The other thing, when I went to turn it, I did okay. But look at right here. See, I got a pleat and I couldn't figure out how to get rid of those pleats. I was ironing and ironing. And even though it doesn't look bad, people who don't sew won't mind. Yeah, we hate that. So that's why I decided not to do that where we turn it. And so we are going to do it where the final step is to sew the back to the front with wrong sides together. And then we're going to satin stitch it. So we're going to trim away the excess, satin stitch it, and then sew it together on the sewing machine. So yeah, I like this one. I think my scallops look good. The other thing is when I tried to turn it and I was poking and pulling, my scallops weren't uniform. And I didn't like the look of that either. This way, when we do it with the satin stitch, it's easier for one thing, and my scallops ended up more uniform. So Sophie, show them, oh, my screen fell asleep, but show them the screen so they can see what we're going to do today. So the only thing I'm not satisfied with was that these baskets are all kind of little. I wanted some bigger baskets. And so this is my first time trying it, but I thought if I made it in two pieces and filled my hoop, I'm going to end up with a bigger basket. I'm thinking it's going to be like 8.5 by 8.5. I don't know what size this one is, but it'll be a bigger basket for sure. So I wanted bigger baskets. Smaller baskets are easy, but a bigger basket would require two hoopings. But I wanted to do it, so that's what we're going to do today. So John he's over. He's always so helpful, but he is right now, and he's never done it before. I just kind of threw it at him, and he is sewing out that design that's on the machine. And I think he's going to bring it over when he has the stripes sewn on, because I want to show you how to put the back on and everything. So, that's reminded me. But we'll just make John. John will run for anything that we need. So we'll make him run and get our. I need paper tape and things like that. So yeah. So okay. So I guess we're ready to start. Okay. So you understand the shape. Show them the shape again. Okay, and Kate is going to post this. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she converts it from, maybe she takes the whole bee pocket and posts that so they can open it up. So, okay, so see, the reason the shape is funny like that with the boxes cut out on it is we are going to box the corners. So there's going to be a seam and boxing. Okay, and we'll show you that as we go along. But they are really nice, and they're fun to make, and they show off our beautiful fancy fills that we absolutely love. So, and in fact, the first one that I made, I did it here. And I did not think, it doesn't look so bad now, but I didn't feel like my fancy fill showed up enough. So that's why I started doing all the fancy fills on something that was more solid. You know how I don't like solids, but more solid like this one. And then my fancy fills, I could show off my fancy fills because we like doing that. Here's this one with the stripe. So we left the stripe off originally. So this one is another reject. Originally, I sewed down the stripe with a decorative stitch, and it didn't cover, and it was fraying. Do you see those little frayed edges? So I went back in and I set it up to do a 4.5 stitch width, and it still didn't catch those threads. So the one we do today, I'm hoping will work really good. Yeah, I think Kate is working on posting those written instructions right now. Yeah. So, and then I'll have to, maybe what I'll do is I'll save this on my machine right now, and then I can hand her this flash drive to post the bee pocket so they could get started on this afternoon. Okay. All right. So you can't have it yet.
Okay.
Can't have it yet. I'll that's the first thing I'll do is I'll save it, and then I have all the images in a bee pocket. Okay. And you can post the bee pocket, right? Or is that how it's done? Okay. All right. So we're good. Okay. So, and they saw, so this is what we're ending up with. All right. And we are going to, you have to make 2 of these and sew them together just at this bottom part right here. So, okay, so I'm going to lower my chair. Okay, so whenever I'm thinking of a design, I try to write down what I want to do first. Okay, so I wrote down, and of course, as I was designing, I went back up to that list because I always forgot something. But I knew that I needed a placement line, so I knew where to put the bosal and put the fabric. So I needed a placement line for the bosal. Tack down the bosal, then I'm going to trim. You trim all the way around on the bosal. We don't want it in the seam allowances or anything. Then I take my fabric and I tack it down. So that original shape we're going to need 3 times. Then I'm going to do the fancy fill. So I'm going to bring in this design with the stripe. You're going to get this design with the stripe and without the stripe. And we're going to add the fancy fill. And next is we're going to tack down the fabric for the stripe. Then we're going to satin stitch the stripe. Then we're going to take the hoop out and attach the lining fabric, and it's going to be wrong sides together. We have to remember to change our bobbin to match the top because both sides of that scallop are going to show. We did not do that for this one. And you know what? It doesn't look that bad, right? But we have white in the bobbin, but we should have put the violet in the bobbin. Okay, so remember to put the matching bobbin, and then we are going to attach the lining with a straight stitch just at the top. Then we're going to attach the lining. Then we're going to trim away the excess on the front and the back. Then we're going to do a satin stitch over the edge. So first step in the sewing is to hoop sew and wash stabilizer. So we're going to use sew and wash, and that's what's going to help us get that beautiful scalloped edge too. Okay, so I'm going to take this away, and I just told Kate that I'm just going to take a minute, and so you're going to get it in the bee pocket. So here it is here, and I can't remember whether I saved it here or not. So I'm going to go memory, save on the machine. Okay, then I'm going to go home. So you'll be getting it in a bee pocket. Put it on a flash drive. Put the bee pocket. You're going to go into IQ Designer, and then you're going to go to pocket with the arrow pointing out, and there is nothing on my flash drive. Could that be? I'm just going to unplug it and plug it in again. Oh, no. I pressed this. That's the flash drive. So I was looking on the machine. Okay, bee pocket. So there's going to be 4 images that you're going to need. First one we want is this shape without the stripe. So, okay. So this is just me saving it on the machine. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom here, press the pocket, and save it on the machine. If you have a flash drive, save it there too. Save it everywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to trash that. It's not really trashing it, it's just cleaning your screen. And then I'm going to press the pocket with the arrow pointing out, the bee pocket, so the flash drive, then the bee pocket. I'm going to get the shape with the stripe. Okay. I'm going to save it on my machine. Okay, now I'm going to trash that. I don't need that one anymore. Then pocket with the arrow, flash drive, B pocket. Then I'll get the stripe. Okay. And I will memory, save it on the machine, and then I'll get the last one. So trash that. Okay. Pocket with the arrow pointing out. Then flash. See, I hesitated. I was like, where'd it go? It's because it's there. It's on the flash drive. B pocket. Okay, the scallops. Just by itself, just the scallops. And then memory. Save on the machine. Let's trash it. Oh, I pressed undo instead of trash. Okay. Erase. So now I've got a clean screen. So we're going to go pocket with the arrow pointing out. And that is my step 2. I was doing it on the Avenir. So I have my design center, which is the same as IQ Designer. Pocket with the arrow pointing out. And then we are going to touch the, well, I won't have to, but you'll have to touch the B pocket. But I would go ahead and save it on your machine. I'd have it both places. And then select the basket without the stripe. So there's no straight lines in there. And then OK. All right. Now I said turn off the grid as step 5. But I don't have a grid. But if you do, you're going to go up to settings at the top. I'm going to try to use my fingers so you can see what button. It's a little gear. You're going to go down here and go to page 9 of 12. Okay, you're going to, inches, thread colors, thread brand. 9 of 12? No, it's 8 of 12. Oh, 8 of 12. And you may have a grid on. I want you to select the one with no grid. Okay, once I'm done drawing it, I don't need the grid anymore. So I did all that for you. Okay. And then okay. Okay, so first thing we need to do is a placement line for the bozel. So we're going to go into line properties, straight stitch.
Back if you need anything.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay, John is over it. So Joni's here. The cavalry is here. Yeah. Okay. So John is over the other building sewing the 2 sides out.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So,
okay, I could go over and do that, or
yeah, or bring. Yeah, I told him I'd like him to go all the way up to one we could complete, but so one we could complete over there, but the other one I'd like it to come over here with the stripe sewn, so I could show them how to sew the back to the front and then do the satin stitch.
Okay.
So
you want me to go get that one? Or
I guess so. Yeah,
get that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whether he'll have it ready, but help him. I gave him a big job to do, 2 at once on something he's never even seen before. Yes, you know how I just do with you. Same thing I do to you. Okay. So we went line properties, straight stitch, red, and okay. Line bucket. So right up here, this is the area that you decide what you want to do with the outside lines. This area down here is what do I want to fill that area with? So we're going to go to line properties. And we just did that. Line properties, straight stitch, red, okay. Then we're going to go to line bucket. And then we're going to click on this line to turn it red. And you kind of look it over. And if it's all red, you know you did good. So all the while I was designing it, because I had a lot of places where I was crossing over and I was erasing. All the while I was designing it, I was checking to make sure that I didn't have a hole in the line. So yours should not have a hole in the line. But just to check it, I just go fill bucket and I press it. And if it just fills what I want it to fill, then I know there's no hole. If there's a hole in my line, it's going to fill the whole screen. And then I have to I zoom in to like 400 and I pan through the whole thing till I find a hole. And I draw a line to fill in the hole and then I'm ready to go. But yours should be ready to go. Okay, I'm just going to press undo to get rid of that. Okay, next. Okay, so stitch length, I'm fine with. Under sewing, I don't want to waste my time sewing that twice, so I'm going to turn it off. So it's on, I'm going to turn it off and okay. Then set, okay. See, we already saved all the shapes, so we don't have to save. So this is really warning you, did you save the work you've done so far? Because you're going somewhere where you can't go back. So okay. Now, so I have one, because I have one window there. I'm going to click on Edit, Copy. This is copy. It's the solid square with the dotted square. Copy. Now, you know on your Radiance and Avenir, you just rest your mouse on the buttons and it tells you the name of the button. I love that. So I'm going to copy. Now there's one on top of the other. So normally when I'm doing this, I usually go and I go center, but I can see that it's one on top of the other. So I'm not going to worry about them being centered. Okay. So now I have two of them. So I have the placement line for the bozel, tack down for bozel. We're going to trim away. Then we're going to copy again. So copy again. And then that's going to be the tack down for the fabric. Okay, so now I've got the three. How do I know of the three? If I press edit, I can see three windows here. So I know I have all three. If I only had two, I'd go back to edit and copy and make sure I have three. Okay, now I want to add to this. So what's my next step? So next step is I want to do the fancy fill. Okay, so we're going to add IQ Designer or My Design Center, and then pocket with the arrow pointing out. Now, everybody liked this, the way we did it here, where we fancy filled up to the stripe. They liked that the stripe didn't have a fancy fill and it was puffy. So you could fill the stripe with a fancy fill if you want, but we decided we didn't want to. So that's why you could fill your stripe with a different fancy fill, like a lattice, but you're going to select the fancy fill that has, I'm sorry, the image here that has the stripe. So there's with no stripe, here's the stripe. So I want you to select the one with the stripe. Okay, so we already tacked down our fabric. Do we need to sew those lines again? No. So we're going to go in and tell it, don't sew these. We already tacked down the fabric. So you got to tack down that fabric though. You can't skip that step because your fabric kind of shrinks in and the tack down helps to hold it, to the bozel. So, but we already did that step, so we're okay. So we're going to go to Line Properties, No Sew. That's what you're going to select when you don't want it to sew things. Okay. Then Line Bucket. And I'm always forgetting to press Line Bucket. And so Line Bucket. And then, let me make sure I'm on the right spot. Okay. Okay, No Sew. Oh, I didn't. After No Sew, I should have put Line Bucket. Click on the line to make it No Sew. So I bet I don't have a pen. Let me just see if I have them here. Oh, there, I have a red pen. That's even better. So I'll correct that. We'll have a final version that goes on. So when you do it, when you get to No Sew, I should have the next step should be Line Bucket. And then click on the line to make it No Sew. Okay, now my next one, I don't have to go next. I just stay right here in IQ Designer. So I'm going to go to Fill Properties. So right here is so it's showing a filled in block. So so anytime that it has that filled in block, it's a symbol for buttons to use to decide how you want to fill it. Okay, so now, and I'm happy to tell you this only took 99 steps. That's low step count for me. Okay, you're going to select your decorative fills, then press select, pick a fill. Now I use 43 on the one that John is bringing over. I love these. I love them all, but this one, that feather stitch, I really like that. Let's do the one that I did because then it'll look just like what he brings over. So 43, okay, then green, and I like to change the colors. I want to make sure it stops to make a color change. So okay, green and okay, then fill bucket, and then click inside the areas you want to fill. So I'm going to fill there and fill here. Now, do you notice there's like a second or two delay? Don't press it again. Just click, wait. Like it's digitizing. So it needs a second or 2 or 10 seconds to digitize. So, and I think if we click too much, you're going to get your machine mixed up and it's going to say malfunction occurred. So just go nice and slow with it. Okay, so I've got my fancy fill. So we're going to press next. Now I have 2 areas and I want to change the fills all at once. So I need to press link. If I didn't have link on, I don't know whether you could see it, but I only have a red box around this bottom fill. And then I would have to go and change the top one. But when I press, see, there's no red box around the top. So when I press link, I have red boxes around both sides. Okay, and then I needed to sew it out fast. So I went from 100 and I went up to 130. And as I was sewing it, I thought I could have gone up even bigger, but let's stick with the 130. Okay, so 130, that's going to make that fancy fill stretch out a little bit. So for me, it's going to make it sew it out faster. See, it's still like unbelievably pretty. So I think I could have gone a bigger fancy fill. Now, outline. I want to turn the outline on. Otherwise, it's going to stop to cut every single one of these jump stitches, which would add 20 minutes to the design. So if I press on, so where it says off, you're going to turn it on, outline on, okay, give it a second, and you're going to see now that there is a line around both pieces, and so it's going to stitch over to, it's not going to stop to cut the jump stitch, so it'll end up stitching out faster. Okay, so what did we do? We went 130% and we put the outline on. Okay, now set. Oops, I didn't mean to press that fast, but it didn't register. But then okay. And I know a lot of people out there are going to say, Gloria, save. So I didn't put this in the instructions, but if you save every once in a while, if you do get a malfunction, you'll be able to go back and add to this. So you'll have it in embroidery, you'll bring it up, then you'll just press add and you'll resume designing it. Okay, so you're going to go add My Design Center or IQ Designer. Now I'm on step 41, but I think it's going to change to 43. I just like to shout out the numbers every once in a while in case you get lost. Okay, so pocket with the arrow pointing out. This time basket with the stripe. Okay, now wait a minute. I don't need this because I did it for you. Okay, but anyhow, what I said was pick the basket of the stripe, erase everything except for the 2 long lines of the stripe. And as I was doing it, I went, I'll just do it for them. So you're going to select the 2 long lines, okay? And then, okay, you're going to skip a lot of steps there. Then line bucket. Okay, so line properties. So that's going to be your step 48. I have no idea what the step number is now because I'm going to be taking some steps out. Okay, so we want to tell it. How do I want to sew it? Well, I need to sew it as a straight stitch to tack it down. I don't have to worry about a placement line because you're going to obviously be able to tell where that fabric goes. So we're going to go right into line properties, straight stitch, blue, okay, then line bucket, click on the line. Now, I already had it as blue, so I think in your folder it's going to be blue. So you're going to get that error message, the knock, knock, but it's okay. Everything's okay. All right. Now, save. Okay, right click on it. Oh, I saved because I was saving those stripes. You won't need to. I'll go over this later. I'll make sure I correct it. Okay, so next. So we did it as a straight stitch. It's going to sew it twice. I think that's okay. It won't take that much time. And as I'm trimming, if I snip a thread by mistake, it's still going to have that second thread. So a lot of times I do leave the outline on, and so it does sew it straight, sew it twice. Okay, then I'm going to set. Okay. All right. So there, now I'm going to add. So I am going to, add IQ Designer or My Design Center. You have to finish that raw edge. So we need to bring the stripes back up again. So pocket with the arrow pointing out. Okay, the 2 stripes. Okay. Okay, this time I was just going to do a satin stitch. You could do candle wicking, would look really cute. Okay, but I'm just going to do a satin stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to have zigzag, green. Okay. Line bucket. Click on that blue line to turn it green. It gave me an error message. There. Okay, I had to press that twice. So the blue going to green was hard to see. The easiest one is black going to red is the easiest to see, but usually I can see the green, but blue to green was hard to see. Try to pick contrasting colors if you can remember, and then it's easier to see when your stitch has been applied. Okay, now, so now I'm going to go to the next page, and we're going to click on next. Okay, we're going to link these together. Right now, it only has the one selected. See how the red is around just one of those lines? Click on link. Now there's red around both. Okay, now the stitch width is in inches, and I'm more familiar with stitch width in metric. So I'm going to go up to the settings page and go to page 9 of 12. It says inches. I want it in millimeters. Okay. So now I know that stitch width is 2. That's way too narrow. I'm going to click on that and change it to 4.5. So we're going to go zigzag width up to 4.5. Then I'm sure if I don't cut it, perfect, if I have little, that 4.5 will cover it. Or at least we'll know. When John brings over our sample, we'll know. Okay. Then I'll say, okay. I like my satin stitch really thick, especially when I'm covering a raw edge. So I like to go into density and plus up, and then okay. So it's going to change both of those. So both of them are at 4.5, and both of them are at the 110 density. Okay. Then I need to add. So what do I need to add? I need to sew the back to the front, and so I'm going to go. Oh wait. Okay. First, set. Okay. Okay, here's where we are. Should we press save again? I guess so. Save it on the machine. Save it on, I'm safer with saving it on the machine. I do save it a lot on the flash drive, but I'm more likely to lose a flash drive than I won't lose the machine. Although sometimes I do, because we have like 4 or 5 of these floating around the store, and sometimes I come back the next day and the machine I was using is somewhere else. So I do lose machines, as a matter of fact. Okay, so we're gonna go add. So we need to sew the back to the front. I don't want to sew any of the sides. And you're going to see what we'll do. John's going to bring it over, and we're going to pull the lining away, and the lining's going to go up this way, and we're going to sew a straight stitch, and then we're going to jump over the heavy satin stitching, leave like a 3/8 to 1/2 inch little opening. That prevents it from pleating, and then we're going to sew again. So we'll be showing you that. Hey, I know that's what I'm going to make Joni sew that. That's the hard part. Okay, so we need just the scallop right now. So I'm going to go to Add, IQ Designer or My Design Center, pocket with the arrow pointing out. And we want the scallop. See, now my directions are all wrong. Oh well, I'll redo them. I'll stay here tonight till I redo them. So the scallop, because I had you erasing all the lines, and then all of a sudden I went, why don't I just give them everything? It's going to make it so much easier for them. So I did the scallop, and then okay. Okay, so you're going to click. So now, how do we want to sew this? Well, we're sewing it together with a straight stitch. So line properties, straight stitch, and then I'm kind of lost on my paper. I think I was typing and everybody was talking to me over at the store. So okay, straight stitch. I don't think I even told it color. Let's go purple. Okay. So see how I step away. Make sure you do that. Don't try to press again. One press. Then line bucket. Click on the line to apply that straight stitch. I can see that it's purple there. I can see that it's going to do a straight stitch. So next, had to think. The stitch length is 2 millimeters. The outline is on. I think I'm good. I'd like it sewn twice because I'm going to be snipping really close and I might snip through one of the stitches. Okay, so we're going to set. Okay. Okay, so now we have a straight stitch, okay, with the scallop. I can see it down there. What do I need now? I need to finish that whole edge with a satin stitch. And remember, at this point is when you would put the matching thread in. If you're afraid you're going to forget, you could put the matching thread in the whole time if you wanted. It won't hurt anything. Okay, so we're going to add My Design Center or IQ Designer. And then pocket with the arrow pointing out, the scallop, okay. Then I'm going to go line properties, zigzag. It's already on zigzag. I don't need to press it again. I'm going to use red again, and then okay. Line bucket, click on the scallops to turn them red. See, this is what's so neat about this, is that in IQ Designer, it's going to position these things because I designed it in IQ Designer, because I did the line drawing in IQ Designer, it's going to put everything right where it's supposed to. Whereas if you use software or the computer to do it, it's not going to put it in that exact spot. So I like IQ Designer better than software. Like I tell people, if you don't have a machine with IQ Designer and you don't want to get one, you're going to want to get the software, in order to get the fancy fills. And that you don't even have to own a Baby Lock or a Brother in order to use the software. It will do every machine's language. So if you don't own a Baby Lock or a Brother, you can still get fancy fills by buying the software program. Oh, that's what we should put up in the lineup, the palette 11, right? Yeah, palette 11. Okay. So it's going to do a zigzag, right? Because I clicked on it and I turned it red. I'm going to double check. Yeah, I did. I got the knock knock, so that told me I already did it. Then we're going to press next. I already changed it to millimeters. I'm going to move it up to 4.5. So I clicked on the width. I'm going to go up to 4.5. Now, what has happened to me, you can't make your line drawing go all the way to the edge of the hoop, because when it does a zigzag, it's going to go out over the hoop, and it's going to tell you that you have to just a malfunction. So that's why I never use the whole size of the hoop, because I'm going to be using satin stitching and candle wicking, and I'm not sure if it's going to go outside. So that's why I didn't go with the full size. I didn't want anybody running into that trouble. Okay, so now I went to 4.5, and I'm going to press OK. There, I've got that nice width, but especially on this edge, I want to go up to 110, and then OK. And set. Set, OK. Memory, save on the machine. Okay, so we are ready to sew. So I heard John's voice. So I wonder if he brought over the designs or if they're still sewing. So we'll have to check with him. Did you hear? Oh,
He's not over here.
oh, he isn't. Oh, I thought I heard him. So maybe wherever they are, maybe they should bring me a hoop at this point. Yeah, because then I could show them. But I could show some products, right? While we're waiting for them, and then we'll come back. So Kate, they could finish the stripe and then come over. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. So I might as well show products. Okay. All right. So I'll have to tell Kate. Like, I mean, if you're listening to the video, you saw where I did the wrong thing on the instructions, but I am gonna re-listen to the instructions. It didn't take much time, so we're doing good. Okay, so so this is the fabric bundle that's in the right
The
there?
bubble is the design.
Design.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Tommy, you have to help me with that. He's overlooking my shoulder
Oh,
right now.
I heard you talk about Palette 11.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
I didn't know if
Well, I just thought
I know so many of them have Palette 11,
yes, they do.
and
And they don't know how to use it.
I don't know how to use it.
Yeah. And then a lot are interested in Palette 11.
I know, and I was just
They
talking
want
about it. It might be something I do after you go on, and show
Yeah.
how to do what you do in there in Palette 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
So we might have to start at 2:00. What time was Steve done? Is Steve
He was
gonna
done
do?
about 2:00.
Yeah. So we'll just have to
So,
see,
yeah.
and then give you a chance to show them in Palette 11. They would love that.
So
Oh.
we'll be over with the other one.
Oh, look
That's
at.
so
Okay, so the
big.
other one, I was hoping to show them how to do that. So I don't want them to get this far. Are they? There's another one.
She said that it'll be done in 2 minutes.
Okay,
So I don't know
okay, I
how
bet
much
it's going to be
got.
done.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, so I can talk you through it. Okay, so for the final step, take a look at the back. Okay, so the final step is I taped, so you can see the paper tape. I taped the fabric to the back, and I would have had tape over here, tape everywhere. In fact, here's a piece of tape right here. Okay, and then I tape it to the back. I have to flip it over, and it wants to flop around. And so I peek under when I put it in the machine and make sure it didn't. Look at how good this looks. I love it, don't you? It looks really, really, really good. Really good. See, you do it this many times. Now you don't even know my rejects. I had rejects. So you do it this many times, and then you've got it. So this is great. Okay, so then I flip it over and I sew the straight stitch through all the layers. Okay, so I'll sew the straight stitch. Then I'll take my squeezy snips and I'll snip it front, snip it right next to it, leaving seam allowance. Don't cut any seam allowance. That will cut later. Okay, so here I'll pull up here so they can see. Maybe I'll pull down there so they can see that I didn't cut any of the seam allowance over here. So no seam allowance is cut. Just that top scallop was cut. Okay, and you cut it from the back too. So you cut it from the back, no seam allowance cut. Okay, so as you cut this, it's gonna fray. Yeah, and you won't be able to sew it together. Okay, so then we're gonna pop it out of the hoop. That's like the scary part. Are we really ready to pop it out of the hoop? And we are. So I'm going to pop it out of the hoop.
This one's done too.
All right, good.
Yeah.
So do you want to switch to sewing? Oh, we don't have the pink thread though. Maybe John will bring you pink thread.
Okay.
Okay.
You want the dark pink or the? I'll run.
Oh, he went a little darker. You went a little darker.
He said the bright. He said this. I don't
He wanted that. I
wanted
told him
that?
you can pick, John. Don't worry,
Okay,
you
or do
can pick.
Or do you want probably the regular pink?
I don't know. I don't. I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll go back and get it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out in the cold, the
Yeah.
wind is blowing. I think it died down a little.
I think there's one in this drawer.
It was 304 was the light. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go in here. I'll look before
yeah.
we run
Come to
over
think,
there.
we won't need to look at
Here's
this.
304.
304. That's it. So
Okay, I'll go find the bobbin.
yeah.
Okay, and I'll set it up for sewing.
What's that?
Will you hand the microphone to Joe?
Oh, Joni, you don't have the microphone.
Okay.
Oh,
all
okay.
right,
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So I'm gonna pop it out of the hoop. Oops.
Mhm.
It's not coming out. Okay. Now it is sew and wash. My hoop under here.
So see, I'll get a bobbin.
And I've got tape
Okay.
on. I forgot to get a cutting mat. Let me see. Is there one out there, Joni, a cutting mat? And I better. Okay. I can move my baskets. I can move them over here. She's going to be sewing. Okay, good. Okay. All right. We're good. We're coming, everyone. Okay. Oh, well, I'll make do. It probably,
It was sitting for a day or two.
yes, it needs to get warm too. This building is so cold. It's got all glass windows. Okay, so just don't pay any attention to how warped this board is. It needs to sit in the warm for a little while. Okay, so we'll go here. Okay, so and we decided, right, Joni, much easier when you have a 1/2-inch seam allowance, right? Okay, so remember, and even the stripes, everything, I did not cut the seam allowance. You don't want to. If you cut up to there, it's going to fray. It's not going to look good. So I am going to set this up at trimming it a 1/2-inch.
Do you want a different cutting mat?
Is that one flatter?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I won't
flatter.
look so ridiculous,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Okay. We're used to this. Yeah. We could lay this one on the floor. And then by tomorrow it'll be flat. It's even flatter already. Okay.
I'm gonna peek in here and look for a screwdriver.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, there's that candy bar.
Yes.
I can't believe it's still there.
It's still
Still
there.
there.
The
Snickers,
Snickers.
yeah.
No one's claimed it. You know, I'm going to be working here late one night. I'm going to eat it. Yeah. I don't see a screwdriver,
Okay,
Jody.
okay, I'll
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Well, that's the other thing I have to order. You know, I hate to tell everyone that gray spool caps. Now, I have to double check with Baby Lock, but no, I snip before the satin stitching. So you snip the fabric before you've done a straight stitch. You're going to snip. It's going to be in the hoop. It's going to be in the hoop, and you're going to snip on the top, snip on the bottom, put the hoop back into the machine, and then you're going to sew the satin stitch over. So what I'm thinking is, so this I did in the Radiance, but can't I go open it? Oh, see the bee pocket. See, I'm going to have to do one for the, because you won't be able to read the language of that. So I promise you, I will go and do it on the Altair, which means that you're going to be able to open the bee pocket on the Solaris, Meridian, Luminaire, the Dream Machine, the Destiny. It's just the Radiance and Avenir that has the different language. So I'll make sure I do that. And I'm going to have that on the flash drive too. So the flash drive that we have, it's going to have the designs, and I'm going to do them in 4 different sizes. So you will get 4, and I thought in each of the 4 sizes, I was going to do 4 different fancy fills. And then, so you could buy the flash drive and you'd be ready to sew. So, all right. Oh, you're coming in town on Monday. Okay. And bring me shade. Does Zach know you're coming, Troy? So we better tell him that Yeah, so maybe we should write that down. Do you have a paper,
I do.
Sophie? Yeah, that Troy wants to come in on Monday and get her machine serviced. Troy Gibbs, it is. Now here, I'm leaving a 1/2 inch seam allowance, but look, my fabric didn't stretch that far. But we're gonna be okay. It's wide enough that I can still iron the seam open. We found it was just so much less bulky if I could iron the seam open. And here, it didn't cut all the way through.
So he said he's expecting her.
Oh, okay, good. Good, Troy's coming for a visit. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful up here. I'm just kind of eye judging this at a 1/2 inch. So just trim up to there. See, this is where you need a box cutting tool, but I don't think any of the box cutting tools go this big. Here. I might have to get a pair of scissors and snip up to that point.
I can grab this one.
Okay. Okay, now the sides. I have to do this one and then do the sides. Oh, Jenny, I'm liking this one.
I really
lot.
like this one. I thought this is
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And it looks very springy and
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
This is Robin Pickens.
Mhm.
So we're going to be using that in the kits. I will, some people will get it. It's going to be an assortment. I'll go. Okay, so here. So really, to be safe, I should have positioned my ruler. Probably a smaller ruler would have been better. Okay, and cut out so I don't end up by mistake cutting in. Okay, I'll set up on the. I'll just snip up
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
what I did. I
Yeah,
kind
just
of
because
went
we would do that, right?
Yeah, and then would accidentally
Okay.
go into the
Now, do you have pins? Do we have any pins? Pins.
There's
Oh,
a couple
okay.
over here.
okay,
okay.
good.
You have a
That's-
couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
that's
all you get.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right.
Okay. So I guess at this point we could trim away.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
nice snips right here. That,
Yeah. So I think you know what I know I'm chancing it, but
Here's some.
if I just go or at least just go like that to cut off
Yeah.
the big chunk.
Here, I'll do that.
Okay,
'Cause
you-
they ran
you
to
do
get me
that?
an ankle, and I'll
Okay.
do this while we're
Okay,
waiting.
and I'll
for-
do this one.
Yeah, this one we got the pink on.
Yeah, so she's just trimming off the sewing
Okay.
wash, making sure that
thanks.
she doesn't cut too close. So I'll get this one ready.
Okay, and then I'll
Okay.
put this ankle on.
Now we could just trim, Joni, the first and last scallop to save time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
All
we'll
right.
do that so we won't
Okay.
waste time.
All right.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We've perfected it after our 8th basket. We know what we're doing.
But look at all the baskets you have now.
Yeah, we got lots of
Okay.
baskets, but and then everybody said make a little handle and turn it into a little Easter basket.
Yeah.
We're thinking Valentine basket right now. Fill it with chocolate. That's what I need. Chocolate.
Okay. So we're gonna take this, and I'm
Okay,
just
I'll
gonna
trim again.
I'm gonna trim right here.
Yeah, don't even chance snipping it because it's going to melt away when we wet the sew and wash. So I did hoop with sew and wash. Oh, this is a nice sharp blade. Don't you know the sound
Yeah,
of
you
a nice sharp blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have those 50 blades in a set. Is that in the lineup? I don't know. That's
I'm pretty sure the 50 blades
are in maybe.
they're
They're
in.
in there?
Yeah.
Okay, we can show them
Yep,
later.
they're in.
Yeah. Okay. I know that's the best. 50 blades for like $70, right around there. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So we're
But-
going to take this.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I saw a huge price increase on the gray spool caps. I have to call Baby Lock and
Really?
make
On
sure
the
it's
gray
correct.
spool? Okay.
Yes, yes. I was shocked. So, I mean, it's like they want us to sell them for like $7 a piece,
Oh my gosh.
right?
That seems like an awful lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, geez,
Mhm.
whatever country they're coming from has a 800% tariff,
Mhm.
right? If that's, well, I don't know. Okay, so remember, I am cutting through all the layers
Right.
when I'm cutting.
Yeah, so they're
So-
exactly the same.
Exactly the same, yeah. Okay, so we'll keep going with this one. And so I said that because it feels like my background fabric is flopping around. So let me flip that over again. Okay. Right now, we know everything you can do wrong in
We
making
know.
a basket.
We know.
We're trying to save you from doing that.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll
Okay,
go the
there we go.
ruler.
Move this so it.
So Joni, I gotta make. We are. I saw that they're doing South Pacific
Mhm.
at our symphony. Now remember, I shouldn't talk about that because I've been telling people don't go to the symphony. You could get a new sewing machine instead.
Okay.
But when
But
I
if you
saw,
if you already have a sewing machine,
So
you
you
might
could
want to go there.
yeah. So South Pacific is playing at Heinz Hall, which is a beautiful hall here in Pittsburgh, and our parents played that music all day, every day.
Mhm.
We
We know
know
every word.
Every word, every word of that musical, and I just think it would be fun. They're gonna so the symphony's gonna be playing, and then also they have singers too. You went with me one time, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to the one.
what-
It was music from Joni Mitchell.
Oh yeah.
Carly
yeah.
Simon.
Oh my gosh,
and
that was so
and
good.
Carole King. That
Oh
was
my
very
gosh, we
good.
had to go. So that's what
Mhm.
I'm thinking. We have to go. We have to go to this one too.
Okay.
Yeah, because so before we leave today, we gotta look at when the tickets are.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't want to go downtown at night. I
No.
like the Sunday afternoon.
Mhm.
When did that happen? When
I
did
don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just getting at the right angle. And look at it. I was wondering why I had a lump. It's like got a lump of fabric there. Okay. I'll just go in carefully so I don't go too far. And then we'll just snip.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So who else knows every word to South Pacific? You got it. Did you ever watch it? It's so good.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah. Okay.
I saw it. I
okay.
remember my mother wanted to see it, and I was there. I guess she had to take. There were 5 of us, and I can't remember of all 5 of us, but I was there when I was only 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think she just wanted to see it so bad. She
took us.
She took
Yeah.
it. She took everybody to see it.
Yeah. It's so good. Yes. And they played the music over and over and over
yeah.
again, right? And that's it. Everybody I talked to, like Mary Lou said, same thing at her house.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, West Side Story. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it first came out, Ann Dobek said she watched the movie, saw the movie when it first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. Okay.
All right.
So
now we're gonna.
I'll trim off the big lump of this.
Mhm. And then we're gonna.
Don't come too close, Gloria. Okay, there we go. And then where's our squeezy snip? So, I mean, just to get this done, we're gonna just trim a little bit off. So I'm just leaving like a little, maybe 1/16 of an inch. You don't want to snip that.
Yeah, you don't want to.
And you don't want too much because then it gets all goopy.
Mhm.
You know, you just want to be able to just touch it with water and it disappears. Our baskets are looking really good. Okay, they are. Okay, so what you got to see though is how Joni has it. See, this flips out like that. Okay, so think about it. We have to sew these side seams first.
Right.
So
okay.
we will go right
Right
sides
sides
together, and pull it out, and
we're gonna
then you have to match your stripes.
right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you got to do the
Mhm.
put a pin in and out and in and out. So just go about right
Yeah.
here and here.
Yeah. You don't want those to not match on the
No.
side. Mm-hmm.
Remember when we matched plaids?
Yeah.
Even good clothing now, they don't match the plaids.
Mhm. They should.
They should. Jeez. Well, then you probably have to pay $300 for a pair
Yeah.
of pants. That's what we should check out. We just got a new store near us. Well, it's not new. It's not new. What's it called? J. McLaughlin? Something like
yeah.
that?
McLaughlin's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And their clothes are really, really expensive. We should go look. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to go in and look and see if their
things
plaids
are
match.
Yeah.
You don't see that. Even
I
in
had a-
men's
wait,
suits
wait.
and men's suits, do they match the plaids?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I had a sewing teacher one time. She said she went to church so she could look at the ladies' zippers and see if they were put in straight.
She was judging.
She was judging them at
Yeah.
church.
They used to judge whether the seams in their stockings were straight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going here. So I'm just trying to match it up wherever I can. And you got to put a pin in, right? Or
Yeah,
else, or you
because-
won't be able to see
yeah.
this one in the back.
Right. You don't want it to show that line of stitching.
Yeah. So hopefully
So I sewed it one side and before I
yeah,
went
and
to
you're
the
going to
next
sew.
side,
So she's going to sew in just a
little
little
bit. Yeah, just
to make
on
sure,
the-
'cause you're not
on
gonna
the
want
inside of
that seam. You're not going to want that stitch to show, that straight stitch there. It doesn't look good. That's why I wouldn't let anybody look at mine.
Okay.
Because
Some of them show like that one.
yeah, look at this. See, this was a reject. John was passing these out at the event on Saturday, and
she
I
didn't
hid them.
hid
I
them.
said, they're not allowed to look at that. Look
We
how
don't-
bad I
Yeah,
did.
we don't want it to turn out like that.
No, see, look at this. Look at the line. See, that's what you have to be careful of. Don't let that happen. You'll be so disappointed. But okay. Okay, so let's see.
Okay.
Okay, and so how do I know if that and that is matching? Because do I need to put a pin here too, just to see?
Yeah, well, yeah, just to, and then we'll.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and it did. The pin
You
went
just
right
have
where
to-
it was supposed to. Okay, so this
Okay.
side doesn't matter. The only thing is you want to make sure that you pull it far. You don't want to pleat. Don't want it going like that. You want to make
Right.
sure you pull it the
Yeah.
whole way.
And I kind of found out that if I sewed from here to there and then from there, it
There,
kinda,
it did good?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was doing it and I was trying to sew up over the seam. I forget which one I ended up with pleats. I think it was one of these, one of the reject ones that I guess where the side seam ends. I ended up with like a little tuck. And so are you feeling like you know how to fix that?
Yeah, I can figure it out. Yeah,
I told them already I was giving you the hard part. Because this is the hard part.
Yeah, I kind of felt that if I sewed like towards the center and
Yeah. And then where would you stop?
like
Because you can feel the satin stitch right
like,
there.
like I'm thinking
And you're thinking leave a little bit open.
a little bit
Yeah,
open.
if you try to fill
like,
it in,
like I would
you'll
probably,
get a pleat.
I'd probably stop like right here.
Because you're feeling that satin stitch right there.
right.
Yeah, so maybe what we'll do is put a pin there,
Yeah.
and that'll give you a warning to stop.
Mhm.
So you might want to even stop before then. Okay, so now we
Okay.
got to do the other side.
Okay.
Okay, pins on the other side.
She's pinning, so
Yeah, yeah.
we'll let her do that.
Yeah, and Jenny gets the hard part.
Yeah.
Yes. I love doing these though. I mean, I just like creating things in IQ
Yeah.
Designer and my design center. It's just really fun. And I never, ever, ever got into digitizing. I just
No.
didn't want, I just thought
No,
there's
that
so
was-
many pretty designs for sale. I have no
Right.
need,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but this, I love the fancy fills. So if you need a machine, you better call John and Steve. See, we
Yeah.
always end up with, you cannot work with bent pins. You just got to throw them away. But that was our favorite pin, and we do have some still around. These don't bend.
Right.
And they're from France, and they've got a real sharp point. I wrote to them, and I said, "You're, our favorite pin." And,
Yeah,
and they
last
said,
week we had no pins in the store. And then you kept looking for some that you had a hard time finding them.
No, even our suppliers, they had to drop some lines because they felt like they were too expensive. Well, our favorite pin is actually less expensive than Clover. So
Okay.
that Bohin, Bowen, something like.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
So
French.
even with a tariff, the price, I still would have bought them. So I'm going to write them back and just say, I don't care about the tariff. You're my favorite pin. It doesn't bend. And see, the heavy duty pins that we normally have, they don't have the sharp point like these do.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm going to write her
Yeah,
back.
because we're going through a lot of layers there, and you really need a sharp point.
Yeah. We liked our French. And they said that a lot of the distributors dropped them. Now none of our distributors had our favorite pin. It's 1 7/8 inches. It's nice and long, but they did have some others. So they're coming in, and we'll have them on the Thursday night show. And you'll see that. I mean, they're lower in price than Clover, and the magic pins. People like the magic pins. Do they bend? I don't know whether they do. If they don't bend, maybe but they're so expensive.
Yeah, they are. They're
They're like, I don't know, like $1 a pin. Didn't I say that? One of the pins ended up being $1 a pin.
I know the package was like $20,
Yeah.
right? Yes, and I don't know how many pins are in a package, but
Yeah, we'll have them both on. But people like those because they're easy to pick up. So I think but I didn't pin here.
okay.
And should we iron that to make sure that it doesn't fold over? That one's holding pretty good.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Let's see what I'm
gonna
worried
sew
about
it.
is right here. I want it to be pulled. So maybe if I just finger press it.
Carol keeps saying glue it.
I know.
Is she saying that?
Yeah.
said it
Glue
four
it.
times. She keeps saying glue it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, that glue makes a huge difference. And I thought I was
is there some
cheating.
in here? Or
So she's gluing to make sure her seams are matching up. Okay, Joni's ready to sew. So you're going to
Okay, so
sew
the
half
side.
inch, right?
half inch and
And then you're going to sew right in.
yeah.
So not on the outside of the stitching, inside the stitching.
Okay.
And then so that seam won't peek out like that.
Right.
So we
Okay.
did the pins in and out. Do you think the bottom one is when this will happen?
Yeah.
So we'll okay.
All right.
She's
so I'm
gonna go
gonna
sew.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the side seams, and then I'm gonna peek at it, make sure I like it, and I can look in this way too. So and then after that we'll box the corners.
Yeah. So so the name of the pins that we really like are Bohin.
Guess what? I need a foot control.
Oh, foot control.
Yeah.
Little detail.
Need a foot control.
And we got some in. I don't know whether they're loaded in our system yet.
Let's see. Yeah.
So
Let's
if
see.
you're searching for them on our site, maybe if they don't pop up, wait another day. So I was able to get their pins in the 1 1/4 length, which is a nice length. But our favorite
you don't
pin
have to-
is the
okay,
1
I'm trying to
7/8.
sew
I
with
think when we're pinning these in the hoop projects, we need a longer pin. So
Oh, here's-
okay, so we got the fabric. Oh no, that's the design set. So the next one is the fabric kit. And now, do you think they need to see you sew? I don't think so. I think
No,
she'll
I
bring it
think
up
that
here.
yeah.
If you want me to.
Yeah, I think we're okay, right? She's going to go slow and careful.
Yeah.
One thing when Ruth Ann was teaching, I hope Ruth Ann's doing good. I hope she's watching today. But she's going to come back as soon as she gets better. But one thing I noticed with Ruth Ann, she goes very slow and very careful. Very slow and very careful. Same thing with Joni, slow and careful. Same thing with Carol. She's slow and careful. Yeah, so that's the key. So the next one is the fabric kit. So what we're gonna curate this for you. You may not get these fabrics. There might be the one that we're showing there. The other one that I really, really liked was this one and this one. So, we're gonna switch it up. So you don't know what fabric you're gonna get, but you're gonna get 8 pieces of fabric, and two will be coordinating you. And I think they're 12.5 inches wide. Was that right, Joni? I forget.
Um,
Yeah, let's see over
Yeah.
here. So, oh no, this one's 14. So you will, yeah. So it'll be enough to do a basket, and it'll give you a little extra so you can put the stripe on too. So not necessarily getting these. So no, this one. So that's pretty with this one. Here was a cute one with candy and hearts. So we tried to get one. So I think I would go try to find a thread that was like a shade or two darker than this green, but I love this one. This could be a cute basket to put on your, hi Cindy. So it'd be a cute basket to put on the baby changing table to hold the little diapers and stuff, and the Q-tips or whatever else you need. Baby wipes, right? And so you're going to get 8 cuts of fabric, 4 different bundles that coordinate together. A solid-ish fabric, along with a print for the lining. And okay, so the next one, and then you're going to need the Bosal, the inner form, single-sided fusible. I really like that. And it comes in 2 different widths. So I think what we have up next, so this is the Bosal 18 by 58 inches. So it'll be, remember we filled the big hoop, which is 18. So that if you have a radiance, I would get the 36. So you could do it in any of the other machines with an 18 if you just wanted to play. But we use this all the time for all pouches, purses, bags, everything. This gives it the shape so it will stand up. So the largest size is the one we're doing today in the Radiance, and you're going to need more than 18 inches. So if you're doing it on the Radiance or the Avenir, I would have the 36 inch by 58. So, okay, and all right. Oh, then sew and wash. Yeah, we've been using that a lot lately, or maybe it's just because I'm doing so many baskets, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so let's see. The first one is the sew and wash. So not sure if you want those wash away, but you know what? You guys all own top of the line machines. I said you got to have a big roll. So we do have the big roll coming up next, but a big roll of sew and wash, big roll of tear away, big roll of no show. Those we use all the time. Now we do use sticky stabilizer. It seems like a lot of people with the sticky are using the sticky hoop, and they have refills for those. So don't worry, we'll show you everything. Okay, so the first one is the sew and wash 20 inch by 10 yard. That's a good one. You need that wide width now that our hoops are getting wider. And then this one, sew and wash, this is 20 inches by 25 yards. So you need both of those. Okay, and let's see. Next are the Karen K. Buckley scissors. Okay. I guess the turning tool. And my favorite turning tool is this one. I know OESD makes another one that has 2 points on it, but I don't know. This one's just, I need it a little longer a lot of times, and this turning tool is a little longer. And it's a hexagon shape, so it won't roll off your table, but it's got this little ball at the end so you don't break through your stitches. Okay, now we have the Karen K. Buckley Perfect Scissors. Oh, we'll have to show the little green ones on Thursday. I bet they'll be in by then.
They're here.
Oh, they are? You have the little green
No,
one?
I don't have them here. Like I didn't bring them.
Oh,
But
okay.
they are. There is some in shipping.
Okay, can we add them? Because that's the I think, but I think the reason why the little green ones are the number one is because most people already have the blue and the purple, so more people are buying the green because they already have these two. So if she could get it in quick, we'll show you. But if not, we'll have it on. We'll have it on later this week. So why don't you put the blue ones in so I can talk about those while you're adding. So, okay, so that one's the blue one. Okay, so this is the Perfect Scissor, the 6-inch. They're serrated. They're so nice because the handles are squishy, so they're comfortable. They all come with a guard. Make sure you use your guard. You don't know how many of these we have here that we have dropped, and that sharp, sharp point gets bent a little one. Carla is using her blue handled right now. We love these scissors. We do. So they're Karen K. Buckley Perfect Scissors, and this one is the 6-inch size. And I guess the first pair that she brought out was the purple. So is the purple one in now. So the purple one it doesn't give the size. These are 6-inch. So these are 8-inch.
Yes.
Right? 7.5. Okay. And they've got that serrated edge that holds your fabric so you can get straighter cuts. Yeah. So, and it also has the guard. So there. So they're really nice because the handles are really comfortable too. Okay. How's it going, Joni?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I peeked in.
How
and-
many of these have you done? I gave them to her to sew together most of the time because I was like, I didn't have success. I got pleats. Okay.
Put the green ones in the line.
Okay, so now the green ones, and they are like a 4-inch, aren't they? Yeah. So that is right now they are the most popular as the 4-inch. And like I said, I think it's because I think I grab for the blue more when I'm trying to snip things. And then I don't have a pair of green. We keep selling out of them. So I have a feeling when I go to snip, I will switch to those
Okay.
green. But then, you know, I when I have to make bigger cuts, I'll go to the purple handled scissors.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's our Karen K. Buckley. Okay. Now, let's see. I'll just slide these aside. Okay, so this is the Luminaire playbook. So this is like Baby Lock's IQ Designer book, and it has lots of details. There's even a so is this is a flash drive. This is a flash drive. I bet it has images on it. So this is a flash drive with images on it. I bet. I don't know, but
Okay.
it is a flash drive. So I bet. So you won't have to, get them off the internet and get them onto a stick. In the Brother book, they're all ready to go. But tons of neat techniques in here. Doesn't matter if you own a Baby Lock or a Brother. It's all the same. So look there's a little purse with fancy fill stitches. So tons and tons and tons of projects. So we love this book. Okay.
Okay.
And then
let's see. Now
okay,
I'm
you
ready.
come over here and show them what you're doing.
Okay,
You're
so-
snipping there.
Yeah, I just right here, where the scallop kind of meets. I'm just going to tuck my fabric in here. Well, first of all, I'm going to snip this off. This is that sew and wash stabilizer.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm just going to
Here.
kind of tuck.
I'm gonna just pull it here
Yeah.
so they can see what
So then
you're
I'm just
doing.
going to kind of. I could even use my point turner, but just see how I tuck that
Okay,
in.
tuck it in.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Now you could
that
hand
looks good.
stitch that if you want, but
Right.
that's the only way we could find that we could
Right.
eliminate that.
But we did
Yeah.
say a little bit of freight check would, but that's
Yeah,
I'm just
we forgot to get the freight check.
yeah.
Yeah, freight check is
So-
back, everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah, so tuck that in.
Right, yeah.
Do a little stitch or put a little piece of that steam a seam too, the little stuff, and iron it.
Yeah.
But you're looking for that straight seam.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, the flash drive has videos. Okay.
Okay, so now
Right.
what we'll do
So you
is
did both of them.
I did both of
So
them.
you
So
need to iron the seam open, right?
yeah, a
Okay,
little
we'll
bit.
get the,
Okay.
the iron ready.
Okay, so we're gonna turn the iron on.
I got an ironing pad here. I'll slide
Okay.
this aside.
Okay,
I'm
and then we're
showing
just
stuff
gonna.
I can.
Now this is a little easier because it's bigger, so I can like lay it flat like this,
Yeah, it's
to get
easier
you
than the little ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So iron that open.
okay,
I wonder if I guess that was the first step, but I think the next step then is to sew the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
right? So she's going to iron them. Here, let me help you get the,
Okay, so we're gonna get this out of the way, and
we'll just throw it right there. Here is Tommy's
Tommy's.
face.
Look at that face. Yeah. Now no one's tried to do that. We have.
No.
This is the first, and look how good it looks.
I know. It's fabulous. So, yeah, he's thinking that there's another project that we would do for the event, and it would be like a tall tea light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then he would do his embroidery elegance, so everyone can do that project.
Yeah. So this makes it easier since it is bigger. You can kind of lay it flat without pressing seams and creases into it. Okay.
And then your iron is heating up.
I wonder, we should have that little roller. The roller, the press.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
See, we always think of these things while
Right.
we're working.
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely easier because when we were trying to iron the little ones, we were ironing this the edge of the fabric flat. So we needed a really small iron.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
did you get this one down here
Yeah.
too?
So we're gonna go like that.
And then the other side too. I think this one's going to be the best one. What do you think?
Well, you get better at it as.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the next
Okay,
thing
so now
in
we're
the
going to do
lineup
this.
is Baby Lock's brand new video series, right? So the brand new video series, this is Mastering IQ Designer, and it is from Patty Marty and Mike Johns and Stephanie Struckman have created all the projects, and there are videos teaching you how to do it. And I don't know, has anybody out there been watching their videos yet? I'm waiting to hear what they think. But I think it's really good. And also you will get a PDF of every project so you can print out your own pages, okay? So when you sign up for the Mastering IQ Designer video series, you can, so what I'm thinking, like Tommy's thinking, we have to get permission from Baby Lock, but Tommy was thinking that I could take projects from the book and their techniques and then create our own. But what I did the last time is like it wouldn't be right for me to give you the instructions because you have to buy the book and the video series and everything. So, but everybody really liked that we were teaching the projects. And then our challenge to everyone was make it your own. And a lot of people did. So they learned from the video and then they created their own product that they really were interested in.
Okay.
Good, Joni.
Okay.
Did you get the other side?
Yes, I got both sides.
So I'm thinking the next has to be the bottom.
The bottom,
So
and then
I
we'll
got your
box the
pins.
corners, and then we're going to leave this open.
Yeah. Now this, the next one, Sophie, is the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the next one is we are having our printer print us up a book. It's going to be spiral bound and on heavier paper. Steve just printed this on our printer, so it's going to be much better than this. So it's all the book all printed out. I think the issue was that they couldn't spiral bound more than 3/4 of an inch, and this is going to be really thick. Because imagine this is just regular paper, and you're going to get it in. You're going to get it in the heavier paper, so it's probably going to end up being 2 books. So they're working on it right now. So
Will you show some of the pictures from the project?
yeah. So here, so they have easy. They start out with easy. So that is like mug rugs and greeting cards and things. So easy projects first. So let's just go through. Oh, here they're doing the bunny. Lots of full color big pictures, which we like. So this is one of the easy. So it's a birthday cupcake mug rug. And okay, so placemats. And then as they get into the step 2, I think we're still in step 1. So here'd be probably the intermediate projects where they do like frames around things and add different fancy fills and different stitches. That was something they did here. A placemat with a star and kind of an intricate, neat looking star. So I can't wait to learn how to do that. And then as you get into the more difficult, look how pretty this one is. So this looks like maybe an embroidery. I have no idea. I have no idea how to do that because it's not built in the machine. So this little box-shaped little vine with flowers. We could peek and try, but we better not. We better not. That's so yeah. So the video series, and then you can also order the book to go with it. So we'll be shipping those out really soon. So okay. Now next one, is the old Mastering IQ Designer book, which I always bring out my personal book, and you can see how beat up it is, like it's all falling apart. And that proves to you that I did use it. I did use it to learn, and so it's very, very helpful. They have lots of pictures, and things that I don't do are put a picture of the button that you're supposed to press. So I don't have that in mine, and so it's much easier to follow along with. So, okay.
Okay.
All right. And
I'm just peeking in here to make sure I like the way that.
make sure you like that bottom seam.
Yeah. Okay. So
Look
it's
how
good.
it's looking.
Okay. So now we'll try and press this, like maybe if I go like that.
And so you're trying to press it open.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not bulky on one side, so your basket sits right. And there, she's just finger pressing it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving the play-by-play like a
Okay.
football, like a football announcer. And there she's going to the right. Then she's going to the left.
Yeah, there's some big game on tonight.
What's
that
tonight?
I don't
Anybody
know.
what's on tonight?
I don't know. My husband was telling me that he was anxious to watch it.
Yeah.
Something about the coach. He used to coach at IUP.
Hazlitt.
Yeah.
Hazlitt?
No,
No?
it wasn't him. Somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's something.
All right. So now we're going to do the box corner. So I have my.
So IUP is a state school. It's where Joni and I went. Joni's husband went,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like Division III football, right?
Yeah. But this is this
So-
game tonight is not Division
No,
III.
no, it's the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
use the clapper. You can use your clapper and put it down. Now you know what? I watched quilters use our clapper. We
Mhm.
still can get the clapper.
Okay,
We get-
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That clapper.
I
is
should get
great.
one.
Where is ours? That
Mhm.
is. We could show it another show, but type in, search for clapper. We got a really good deal. Like John said, he paid $90 for his.
Mhm.
It's really right. A whole bunch of people have received them. We can't believe how low the price is. So I scooped them up. I did, and it's a really, really nice clapper. So, but we were taught, right, that you steam, and then you hit it.
You'd
Because
hit it.
hitting it flattens that seam.
You slammed it down.
Yeah. But the quilters don't do
Signetti.
that.
I think that's the name. That Signetti.
Signetti?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. So
Yeah.
somebody else knows. Susan Kleindorfer knows about the Signetti. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There is a college championship game. So it's who against who tonight?
Mhm.
I don't even know. Do you know, Sophie?
IUP against Miami?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Indiana
it.
versus Miami?
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Well, Miami, our brother John went there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He loved it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So here we go.
He loved it, but he never came home.
No,
Yeah.
he never did.
Indiana and Miami.
Oh, that's going to be good. Okay. Didn't somebody's quarterback just break their ankle or something? I don't know what team.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Was it that NFL?
It was the other game the other night. I don't know his name, but he
Oh.
did. Their quarterback broke his leg.
Oh, let me educate you
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, come in and tell us what's going on. It's touchdown, right? It's not home run.
Yeah, you're right.
Bo Nix for the Denver Broncos broke his ankle.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
To last play.
Oh, and
Uh-huh.
everyone in Denver is crying.
But
Mhm.
Josh Allen is crying too in Buffalo
Why?
because I mean, like, how disappointing is that? Is that you lose to this team and then they're definitely gonna lose.
Oh,
This
Josh
next
Allen's never been to the Super Bowl.
I
How
know.
fun would it have been for the Bills to go?
Yeah.
The Bills have never won a Super Bowl.
And
have
Josh
they
Allen.
not?
Mhm.
Oh,
Josh Allen has a celebrity wife. What's her name? I forget her name.
But she makes jackets,
No.
doesn't she? She's the one who makes jackets. No,
that's
a celebrity
huge
wife.
check.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Pro-
49. They got
49ers.
Oh,
Well, they got crushed.
Oh, Haley
Kinda like our
Steinfeld.
Steelers.
Haley Steinfeld is married to Josh Allen.
Oh,
Now,
okay. I got that, Joni.
the Patriots have Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, you
But
got
he's
that?
Yeah,
married
yeah.
To Cardi B.
No,
Yeah.
he's and then his wife's sister is married to Signetti. No, we're making this up now.
It's all. They're all related. Don't worry.
They're all related. Yes.
They're all related.
Yes, they are.
and
They're
we-
all related
yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
You can't get in unless you're related.
Mhm.
It's one of those.
Okay, so I'm
But see,
gonna.
that proves because this Signetti, he was a coach at IUP, a state school
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
and now he is coaching in the NFL.
Yes,
That is
yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So.
So you can make it if you try.
If you try.
The Bills
Yeah.
fired their coach.
The
Yeah.
Bills did.
That's a lot of that is going
The
around.
Eagles also fired one of their coaches.
Really?
Yeah.
So now,
Aw.
how many teams are now looking for a head coach?
Hmm.
Well, the Eagles just fired their offensive line coach. The Bills just fired their coach.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go. So my Bucks
Yeah,
corners.
we don't want the Patriots to win. They already have.
Okay.
They already have enough
So
rings.
I'm ready to go.
Yes.
that. Okay.
So she boxed them, and she's sewing those two. Then she's gonna come back and sew the other two.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What else do we have to show now that we're getting all this football figured out?
Mhm.
So I like it for the snacks. So on the way home, first I got to fix my instructions. I got to get moving on that,
Mhm.
and then I'll go to the grocery store on the way home, and I like dip and chips. I love that.
Mhm. Yeah, I like dipping
Mhm.
chips. Yeah.
Now, operating manuals. So this is the Radiance
Mhm.
operating manual. So it actually is a 3 manual set. This one is only one of them here. So instruction reference guide, but there'll be like a sewing guide. Sometimes they combine the 2 books into one, so it's at least 2 books. You'll get the embroidery design guide, and the embroidery design guide, like, you don't know how big the designs are. You don't even know what you have. Yeah, it's so much easier to go through a book. And all the techniques, it's so much easier with a book beside you, right? DC, she wants the Patriots. Yeah, is that who you want? Yeah, yay, IUP, Marlene. Marlene, did you go to IUP? We got to figure out how many went to IUP.
That's a
Yeah.
lot. There's
There's
probably
a lot of people out
yeah.
there that went to IUP. Yes. We want 7 rings. Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. DC, where are you from? She must be New England, right? Because she says, yeah, because I'm saying we don't want the Patriots, but Patriots, yeah. We gotta, I think this year is more fun because the superstars kind of got injured. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel bad for them, but Tom Brady retired, and then the Chiefs, Kansas City, that was getting boring. They were winning too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't like that. Taylor Swift was fun to watch in the beginning, but we're tired of it now. Yeah. I mean, get on with it. Get married.
Right, exactly.
We're all
Yeah.
wondering when. That's the only reason why we were watching the football game, to find out about Taylor Swift getting married. Yeah, and went to IUP too. And Getkin went to IUP.
Yes, she said that. She's talked to me about it before.
Huh.
Yeah.
Shirley says there are 8 head coaching jobs up for grabs right now. Wow.
Wow. I
They're going
wonder.
to have to go to IUP.
Yeah.
See who's coaching at IUP. And in the University of Pennsylvania, which started as a teacher's college, but then they expanded. Yeah. So, and when Joni and I went there, tuition was $2,000.
I had a job at Kaufman's, and I earned $1.60 an hour, and I saved enough money just to pay for a complete semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And now those same schools are what, 30,000 for the year. Was it a 2,000 a semester? Or no, it was 2,000 for the year.
Year, I think. Yeah.
So your room and board and your tuition were like 2,200, 20. So that's all it was. I know. Colleges got way too expensive.
Yeah, that did.
You know what would make me upset? Like I'd go on a college campus and their grounds were perfect bushes, perfect everything, everything, and the schools cost $60,000 a year to go to. I don't need perfect bushes. No, I need the students to not have. So okay, next summer Taylor Swift gets married in Rhode Island.
Oh.
Okay, Gail is on the.
Okay,
she's got the scoop for us.
My son-in-law is from Rhode Island, so maybe he can.
Gail, you're gonna try to wedding crash. Yeah. That's something they do out in the country, you know. Like you don't hear that here, but my friends at IUP, they that's what they did on the weekends. They would wedding crash.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. They would just like not during the dinner. After the dinner, they would swoop in and have drinks and dance.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah. And you knew those people were coming because you did it too, so they didn't mind people doing that. So okay, so we also now she's got the Solaris Vision. So if you have a Solaris, you get the printed manuals for the Solaris. And so look at that. Look how nice. So wonderful. Okay. Now next is the best thing ever. You have to each have at least 2 pairs of these. This is the Squeezy Snips, titanium coated. It has one blade is serrated and they're curved. You cannot use the straight edge ones. You have to have the curved. Yeah, so you have to have at least 2 of these, right, everyone? You need at least 2 of these because you always lose it underneath something. You can't find it, and then there's your other ones. Yeah, her daughter went to La Roche College. Yeah, that's a really nice school, too, in Pittsburgh, north of Pittsburgh, just a couple miles north of Pittsburgh. Okay, next we have the mouse. Joni, I'm going to steal your mouse.
Okay.
Okay, and this is my favorite mouse, is the one with the cord, because I don't lose it. The other one, so Tommy has a wireless mouse, and I can't find it. I can't find the little part that goes into the machine. So it's like they're worthless without that. So here, you don't lose the part that goes into the machine. Denise has 5 pairs. Sharon has 4 pairs of the Squeezy Snips.
Just 4 pairs.
Don't
Wow.
let them show you up. You buy 6. Yeah, no condo shopping. So what I decided, we're going to do for now, because we got water in the basement, so we had to, we just, and we got black mold after we got water in the basement, so we had to get rid of the black mold and then get French drains because we didn't want any more. Okay, so we decided our next step is to make not a mother-in-law suite, but I'm going to have a bedroom in the basement, and it's actually going to be bigger than the bedroom I have right now, and I want a finished laundry room. I have to call the guy today and tell him to go ahead, and then, because when they put the French drains in, they had to tear down all the walls. Every wall is cinder block now. And so we decided that let's try putting me in the basement. And I'm okay with that. Actually, my daughter, Kathy, when she buys a house, she's going to make sure it has a bedroom and a bathroom in the basement. So same thing, the house Tommy has, it's going to have a bedroom and a bathroom for me in the basement. And my plan is I'll spend half the time at Tommy's, half the time at Kathy's. So when Tommy gets sick of me, I'll go down to Kathy's. When they get sick of me, I'll go up to Tommy's. And yeah. So for now, that's what we're going to do. So Maddie's really, really excited. I keep telling her, maybe while we watch the game tonight, I want her to pick out, like, our laundry room is an unfinished basement. It's terrible, right? It's awful. And so I want him to put up walls in the basement and shelves and cabinets
Okay.
above and make it really, really nice. So I think we'll be happy there for a while. If it doesn't work out, like I'm thinking maybe I should just rent an apartment. I don't know. We'll just see.
Well,
We're just gonna
that's a
take
good
it.
way to see if you like it.
If I like it, yeah.
Mhm.
I just, I really enjoy. Mary comes in my room every morning and helps me. She hands me my curlers.
Oh, does
And
she?
yes, she does. Yeah,
Aw,
and she
okay.
dances, and and I really, really, really enjoy her.
Okay, so now we're going to.
So, but you can't close up the bottom, right?
No. So what we're going
now-
to do is we're going to box
Okay, I'm going to move
this.
this so you can lay that
Okay,
down
so-
and show them what you're
Okay,
doing.
so what I'm
So
going to
there's
do.
the seam right there.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is the. Okay, so I'm going to fold this one.
Yeah, right where that corner is
and put these edges together, and then right here, I'm gonna turn it back like that's my seam allowance.
and you can press that.
yeah,
and then,
right, yeah. So let's
Okay.
press that.
So you're making sure that corner is
Corner.
right in the middle. Okay.
You're right in the middle, and then we're going to
Here, you could use some
just
pins.
Yeah.
Maybe just a couple, just even down into the
Mhm.
wool mat, and then you'd be able to press
Yeah,
it.
there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
And then here we're going to go like that. Here we go. Hold that in place. And then I'm going to fold it over right where the seam is. And I don't, so it's real small like that.
Is that how I left?
Yeah.
Oh, here. Okay. So
Okay.
you want that fold to meet the seam.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So see,
Yeah,
pull
right.
that up, Joni, and show them how the seam is right there. So she folded right to the seam.
Yeah, there. That's a good shot.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna pin this down, and we'll press that. Okay.
Now, if Tommy goes on after me, I'd have to not talk so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to cut it short. So, is everybody really cold where you live?
Yeah, it's very cold here, and the
Yeah.
next 10 days are going to be.
Well, like everywhere I was looking with the condo, Gail, was
Mhm.
they have these HOA fees. So around here, the nice condos have HOA fees of $1,000 a month. Yeah, $1,000 a month just for the HOA fees.
HOAs are also crazy.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
ever live in HOA?
No. Now my daughter Kathy, she pays an HOA fee. She bought and she pays an HOA, but it's only like $99 a month. That's all.
Really?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Does Mara pay an HOA fee?
I think she does, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much it
Yeah.
is, but
So it's unheard of where she is in Baltimore to have an HOA fee like we have up here. They were like, what?
mhm.
But
Okay, so this one's real tiny too, but that's okay. So
Yep,
here
it's
we're
gonna
going to
work.
go kind of finger press that, and we'll. So there's my.
she'll do that on both sides.
Mhm.
It's looking good.
Mhm.
Do you want to pin this other one at the same time as well, right?
Yeah, here. we're
Okay,
good
and
at
I'll
this.
talk about Famore mini duckbill scissors. I can
Okay,
stick
so
'em
now I'm gonna
wait a
do
minute,
this
over
one.
here. Oh, maybe you'll have to.
Okay, there we go.
There. Okay, the mini duckbill scissors. So when I'm trimming the bosal, the squeezy snips get stuck in the bosal. So I like to use the mini duckbill. So I have it so that the duckbill is underneath and it keeps me from snipping my sew-and wash. I don't want to snip a hole in that. So snow on Florida palm trees.
What?
Wow, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the HOAs. My daughters, they went around to every house and told them things they had to keep up with. Like she had to paint her shutters. Yeah,
Oh,
she had
really?
to paint her shutters. And then others, yeah.
Oh,
so
okay,
they
well,
walk
that's
around and they
nice.
make sure your place looks good. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, so Famore mini duckbill scissors. And then our favorite Kai. So this is actually my favorite 8-inch scissor.
That's my favorite.
Favorite.
Too.
Every
Mhm.
one of us. We
Yeah,
all
well,
grab
yeah.
these.
It's
This
nice.
is the Kai, and it's got a serrated edge. Don't buy a scissor without it. If it doesn't have a serrated edge, your fabric like falls off the blade,
Mhm.
and it's harder to get a straight edge. I don't know why I would use a scissor without a serrated edge
Right,
anymore. right? Okay, so these are our favorite. It has one blade serrated. They're just really nice, and they also have the case. They stay sharp.
Okay.
We've never dulled one of these.
No,
Knock on wood.
no,
We have
yeah.
never dulled one.
And don't lose your
No.
sheath.
Yes.
Is that what you would call it? The guard, I
Oh,
guess.
I don't know. What do they call that? I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, we've got this
Okay.
bargain set of hoops. So you know how the
That's
6x10 hoop.
That's my favorite bargain item. That one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get a 6x10 hoop.
Okay, I'm
And
going
I
to
just
sew
wanted
these
to show
together.
you the difference. The only difference. Oh, look at this. Look what we had in that box.
That's
Okay.
to keep them together.
Oh, it comes with
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Okay, so where your baby lock hoops go, the screw, it'll slide up so it's easier to turn. This stays straight. That's the only difference. So slide on and off. So you'll get a 6x10. You'll also get, well, Jody said this is used to tie them all together. So you'll get the small one, which I don't think anybody gets this one anymore, right?
No, they
The
don't.
little
That
one?
real little one. No, nobody gets that.
And then the 4x4, you always need extra hoops, right? And then you'll also get the 5x7. So you get 4 hoops at the bargain price of $99.88. And you'll also get the grid. I never used a grid. So this doesn't do anything for me, but a lot of people learned to position with a grid, so they like getting the grid. So, Jackie says it's cold in Florida and her heat isn't working, waiting for a part. Thank goodness she has lots of quilts. Oh, that's miserable, isn't it? Like, I mean, we've had storms in the winter. I remember one year our power was out for 5 days. So that meant no heat for 5 days. And you couldn't get a hotel room. They were all taken. Oh, that's the worst, to be without heat when it's cold. But you're probably going to warm up tomorrow. Or are you? I don't know. I should look it up. So, snow on Florida palm trees. It better not stay cold. It might kill those trees, right? Or at least the leaves. Yeah, cold in Minnesota. Oh, yeah. It's always cold in Minnesota. You guys are used to it, right? We kind of are here, too. It's just, sometimes it shocks us. I think we're going to get a couple really cold days, right? Like if you run out without your gloves and you get in your car and you try to touch your steering wheel, it's painful.
It is.
It is.
Last Thursday night, I didn't have my gloves, and I couldn't even get.
No.
Yeah.
So you got to remember your gloves. So Joni, when you get your new car, it'll have a heated steering wheel.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Joni's getting a new car.
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I told her. They said that. I forget. Like who? It's like a stereotype who drives Subaru Foresters. They said Karens drive them, people who complain. And then I forget there was one other group that drives. And she and I both have Subaru Foresters.
Yeah.
So I know. I forget what. There's another group that they said always drives a Subaru Forester. I forget. Okay. Well, here is the screwdriver that we can never find ours because we like it so much, and it's just really nice to hold in your hand. And it's not rounded; it falls out of your hand, but it's got this longer for the slotted portion, and then you turn it like here. So then the slotted part goes inside, and now it'll tighten your hoops. So if I go, let's go here. So now I can put it on here, and I can use it to tighten my hoops. So there, see when I started out like here, kept turning it, and all of a sudden it goes in, and then it makes it real easy to tighten your hoops. Yeah, heated steering wheel. And warm neck? What is that?
Yeah.
What kind of car do you have? A warm neck in your car?
Okay.
Joni, you better get that.
Okay. All right.
Walk into the car dealer and tell her there's one thing I want.
Is a
I
warm
want
neck.
a neck warmer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm ready to pull the basket through.
Yes.
So I'm just going to go in here and here. What I'll
Is it
do is
midnight yet? Or are we doing okay? It is pretty much midnight.
It's 5:07.
Okay.
5:07.
Okay. What else do we have to show? I can show. Oh, next, Class A needles in the 9014. You have to use embroidery needles. You have to because they have sharper points. And so this is a pack of 5 packages of the needles.
Well, Kate just changed it, so it's a drop down now.
Oh,
So
they
you
can pick the size.
Yeah. So
Okay,
you can pick how
because
many
if I'm
packs
doing
you
in
want.
the hoop, I use a 9014. So sewing through both basal, interfacing, lower layers of fabric, sewing through a zipper, you got to have the 9014. But
How many 9014 do you want? So you can get a 5-pack.
oh, okay. So they can decide how many they want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now the next item is the 20 pack of bobbins, right? So a 20 pack of bobbins, you need at least 2 packs of these, 20 packs of bobbins. Now this is going to go way up. You better grab these right now. No, wait, that's 100.
This is 100.
Yeah, but it is the official bobbins. You'll get 20 bobbins, but that's going to go way up. The gray spool caps went way up in price. I didn't order them yet. I want to call them and double check that it's correct. And then also the bobbins. So you won't get 100 for $9.95, but you'll get 20 for $9.95. That's a really good deal.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now my
Okay.
last step is to
Okay.
close up the bottom.
Yeah. So here we'll
Okay.
have her put it right here so she isn't searching for you,
Okay.
and then they can see.
Okay. So
we go.
there's my bottom.
Okay.
And then
And
we're
you can
gonna-
see where her crease is, so
Mhm.
she's gonna.
Kind of tuck those seam allowances
It's
in.
big.
It is big. And yeah,
Yeah.
this is the way we like them. They're nice
Yeah.
and big.
Yeah, it's
You need a variety of sizes,
You do.
just like everything.
mhm.
Yeah, we want a
Neck
variety.
Warmers has a BMW hardtop convertible with the top. They had a neck warmer.
A neck
When she
warmer.
takes the top off her BMW, the back of her headrest is
It gets
so
warm.
Yeah. So
Joey,
Oh.
get
Put the top down. That's great.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, geez.
Wow, I didn't know they
Mhm.
had these things. Yeah. I love the safety features. I feel so safe in my Subaru. And the other thing is Kathy Kimberbell, her son-in-law, who's really nice. He's a regional manager for Subaru.
Yeah.
So I had to get a Subaru. But you always loved your Subaru,
Yeah, I
right?
do. Yeah, this
Yeah.
this will be my
We'll
third.
just have to be careful not act like Karens. What
Yeah.
do Karens do? They complain about
They complain.
everything you do.
They'll yell at kids.
Yelling
Yeah,
kids for
kids,
getting their ball in the yard or stuff like that. Oh, we won't, Joni and I won't do that.
No.
Yeah. This is a bread basket size. Yeah. I
Okay.
love it. Don't you?
I do.
So you can make them smaller. So this is about the biggest you can make it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go sew that together, and
Okay.
then we'll
then
just
you bring it
then we'll
back
put
up,
it
and
all
it's
back
looking
together.
Really,
Really
good.
Yeah.
Okay, now here comes our bobbins. So these were really hard to get, but now we have a box of 144 pre-wound bobbins in the 60 weight. If you buy pre-wound bobbins anywhere, most of the time they're 90 weight, and your bobbin thread is going to come up to the top. So you'll see little white thread come up to the top. You won't want that. Yeah, and so this is 144 60 weight pre-wound bobbins. We've been spoiled. We don't like filling bobbins, and also more thread fits on the bobbin than if we would wind it. Yeah, take their baseball. Karen would take a baseball away from a kid.
Oh, geez.
We'll just, we won't do that.
No.
No. Okay. And okay, now the blades. So that
We have a
box,
50-pack and a
10 pack. Okay.
This-
Yeah.
this-
It won't matter. So that one's the 50?
Yep.
Okay, like look at this deal. I have no idea when this is going up, but this is 50 titanium coated blades, 50 of them in a package for $69.95. And so they're only like $1 something each. So, compare that to Olfa blades that were sold at Joann's. They were $7.50 for a blade. But I think they built that into the price because you know how they would have half off the Notions wall, but that was really the original price wasn't real, But even at that, half off would have been what, $3.75 for one blade. Here's $1 something for one blade. So okay, then all right. Oh yeah, there's Karens out there. I feel so bad for you. You have to be so careful to be unbelievably nice. You know what you have to do? You have to buy balls for the kids in the neighborhood just to smooth out your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel so bad. Wow.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Karen is supposed. They say they're your younger person, but people our age are named Karen, but there aren't
Younger
many.
people. I don't
Yeah.
hear Karen. I don't hear Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. I don't hear Joni.
No.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay, let's
Oh
see.
well. We're a dying breed.
Yeah.
Okay. So here,
Okay.
next one, the 10 blades. So this is 10
Let me
titanium
fix this
blades. This has always been our favorite. So if you don't want
Mm-hmm.
to invest in the 50 pack, get the 10 pack. These are the titanium coated, so they last longer than the other blades. Okay. Joni's just doing one last stitch.
Yeah,
and
one
then
last
it's
thing.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then the splash rotary cutter. You know what? That's another thing we keep losing. I don't know how we lose them, but we go open our drawer where there was 3 yesterday and there's none. Yeah. So your Kippy's husband. So your husband is a Karen, Kippy. He keeps all the balls. Yes. Yes. Oh, Cindy's mom is named Gloria. My mom's named Gloria too. Yeah. Okay. Now, so you have. So I think the designs, featherweight hot fix. Everybody's got to have that because that's what we did use for the to put the stripe on. Then your fabric doesn't ripple. If you don't shape flex, hot fix your fabric. Make it fusible. It'll ripple. That long strip of fabric will ripple, and you'll be very unhappy. So hot fix it, iron it down, iron it in place after you've snipped away the excess, and it will lay nice and flat, and you won't get the ripples. Spring event. So spring event, we still have openings, and we'd love you to come. It's going to be a lot of fun. We picked out 2 fabrics that we absolutely love. One of them is Nature Serenade, and I keep calling them once a week. I call them and say, "Are you sure those fabrics coming?" And they keep assuring me, but somebody told me that it wasn't coming until April, so we picked out Dragonfly Mist. Yeah, we love that. So either one that we go with, it's going to be really nice, and we're going to make fantastic projects. So,
Okay, so we're just
I know,
gonna...
like to get this to lay flat. Like, what am I doing wrong? Should I have made my lining a little smaller?
Maybe just a little smaller. Yeah, but
Okay,
I think
we're not worrying.
we're not worrying.
Yeah, because we can iron
looks-
that, and that will push it down.
Right, yeah.
If we iron it.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
but look at how
okay.
big it is.
It's perfect.
I did not expect it to be this
that big. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So you can make any size you want.
Wow.
So the biggest one in the I don't think I did. I think I did this in the 9.5 by 14.
Mhm.
So I don't have one that's the biggest you could do in one hooping
Mhm.
in the radius and Avenir. So I'll be doing that one. Yeah, that's looking really
Yeah,
good.
we're just gonna tuck that little. There's like
Yeah,
a little, and
some
you
tucking
just
in.
tuck it in.
Use your glue.
Use
Carol
your
will say
glue.
use your glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks great.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna
Mhm.
tote it up like this.
I love it. Yeah, that was
So
a
we're
good
gonna
one.
trim close and then just dab it with
With
water.
butter. Mhm.
Remember, you have sew and wash all throughout, and if you get
Mm-hmm.
it wet, like this one, we got it wet and we didn't rinse enough. So I'm gonna take this one home and rinse it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like really stiff. So just dab it with water, and then you won't have to worry about that. I love it.
I do too.
I cannot believe
Yeah,
how
I-
big this is.
Yeah, and all
Okay.
you did was make 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're largest hoop.
Yes,
Okay.
it went smooth because it was like the 10th time, or maybe the 8th. Yes.
Okay,
All right, everyone.
all right.
I'm going to go sit right down and go over my instructions and make the corrections, and then Kate will post those like first thing tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's probably
Okay.
going to take me an hour or so to do that. Okay.
Okay,
All
all
right.
right.
And we're working on the designs to just send you the designs too.
Mhm.
All right, everyone. Go
Okay.
watch football for the snacks.
Yeah, it's a big
See whose girlfriend is
Signetti.
there, famous
Yeah.
girlfriend,
Mhm.
maybe. No halftime show. Sometimes they have somebody really good singing the national anthem.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but we're there for the snacks.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
keep warm, and we'll see you tomorrow. So tomorrow at noon is Tiffany, right? And then there's another show at 3, right? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
So we're going on twice a day now. So I hope you
Mhm.
tune in and thank you all so much.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.